Good morning, boys and girls. I hope you're having a fantastic Thursday. You know, Mr. Chris, I've noticed that our parents have really been doing a great job of helping out our kids and working at home.
Yeah, they've been so professional. A lot of them aren't able to go into work, so they're using their home as their office, and I agree, they've been so professional.
Yeah, well, most of them have been professional. Check out this one.
Scandals happen all the time. The question is, how do democracies respond to those scandals? And what will it mean for the wider region? I think one of your children's just walked in. I mean, shifting sands in the region. Do you think relations with the North may change? I would be surprised if they do. My apologies. What's going to the region? My apologies. North Korea, South Korea policy choices by North Korea.
I'm Mr. Jake.
And I'm Mr. Chris.
We're co-teaching.
And you're co-learning.
Welcome to COVIDeo 19.
Item number 1, health tip. Be sure to clean your electronic devices regularly. Viruses can live on surfaces for a while, so it's best to keep them clean.
Also, don't share your electronic devices without cleaning them first.
Hey man, can I get a turn?
Oh, yeah man, for sure, here you go.
Wait a minute, aren't you forgetting something?
Yeah. You're right. I have to disinfect my electronics before I pass them on. Hold on just a second here. Going to school is such a drag, but since you're here, it's not that bad. Your superpowers get us out first. Now we know you are the best. And it's all yours, buddy. Have at it. Item number 2, helping in the house. Today, we're going to look at how to make your bed and how to do it right. Bad idea. Making your bed on top of the toilet and going to sleep there. That's not a good place to make your bed, Mr. Chris. But, you know, you go ahead and you do you.
It's just such a cool blanket. Such a great spot. Okay, here we go.
That is a cool blanket. Bad idea. Good idea. Make your bed using the following steps. First, put on the sheets and tuck them in. Next, put on your blanket. Next, put your pillowcases on. And finally, put your pillows in the correct spot.
Item number 3, math and language arts. Today Mr. Jake is going to show you a quick video on how to check and make sure if your fractions are equivalent or not.
Alright boys and girls, I'm going to show you how to check to see if your fractions are equivalent or not. Let's go ahead and get started with 1/2 equals 2/4. So, to be able to check this, what you want to do is you want to make sure that your numerator and your denominator are multiplying by the same number. They need to be equal to be equivalent fractions. So 1 times what number makes it 2? Well, 1 times 2 makes it 2. 2 times what number makes it 4? 2 times 2 makes it 4. As you can see, my numerator and denominator were multiplied by the same number. Therefore, yes, 1/2 and 2/4 are equivalent fractions. Let's try this one down here. 1 changes over and it becomes 3. 1 times what number makes it 3? What's 3? Going down here to my denominator, I have 2 times what number makes it 4? Well, 2 times 2 makes it 4. If you look over here, my multipliers were not the same. So they were not equal. So therefore, 1/2 and 3/4 are not equivalent fractions. Let's go ahead and try another one. We have 4/5 and 20/30. 4 times, let me think about it, 5 is 20. And then 5 times, to become 35 times 6 makes it 30. Let's check my multipliers to see if they're equivalent. 5 and 6, oh darn, they're different. So this one is a no. They are not equivalent because they are not the same multiplier. They're not changing it into the same amount of pieces or an equivalent fraction. Let's try this one. 9 becomes 90. Well, 9 times 10 is 90. 10 becomes 100. 10 times 10 is 100. If you look at my multipliers, they are the same. So yes, this is an equivalent fraction. 9/10 is equal to 90/100. Let's try my next one. I have 2 7s and 12 14ths, or 12 42nds. 2 times, let's see here, 6 makes it 12. And 7 times, what number makes it 42? Let me think. It's also 6. So if you look here, my numerator and denominator were multiplied by the same number. So yes, that is an equivalent fraction. Last one, we have 3/9 becomes 12 45ths. So 3 times what number makes it 12? Let me think. 3 times 4 makes it 12. And then we have 9 times what number makes it 45? Let me think here, let me think. 9 times 5 is 45. If you look at my multipliers, they are different. They are not equivalent. So therefore, 3/9 is not equivalent to 12 45ths. Remember, you can use multiplication to see if your numerators and denominators were multiplied by the same number to make equivalent fractions. Okay, so a second ago, we used multiplication to find equivalent fractions. Sometimes though, if you're going from left to right, you're going to notice that you're actually not using multiplication, but you're going to be using division to see if you have equivalent fractions. So 11 divided by what number makes it 1? Well, 11 divided by 11 makes it 1. 22 divided by 11 makes it 2. If you look up here, my divisors were both the same number, right? I had to divide 11 by 11 to get 1, and 22 by the same number, 11, to get 2. So therefore, this answer is a yes. I divided by the same number for my numerator and denominator. Let's jump down to this next one. 15 divided by what number gives me 5? 15 divided by 3 gives me 5. Let's try 24. 24 divided by what number gives me 8? Well, that's 3. So if you look at this one, my divisors are both 3. Is this an equivalent fraction? 15 24ths and 5 8ths? Yes, it is. They were both divided by the same number. Let's try this one down here. I have 18 27ths is equal to 6 thirds. Well, let's see here. 18 divided by what number gives me 6? Well, 18 divided by 3 gives me 6. Let's try this next one. 27 divided by what number will give me 3? 27 divided by 9 will give me 3. Look at my divisors for my numerator and denominator. They were different numbers. So that means that these are not equivalent fractions. I had to divide them by different numbers. And when I mean them, I had to divide my numerator by 3 and my denominator of 27 by 9. So that means they are not equivalent. Let's try another one. Right here we have 10 20ths is equal to 2 tenths. Okay, this looks easy. So 10 divided by what number makes it 2? Let me think. 10 divided by 5 makes it 2. Over here I have 20 divided by what number makes it 10? Let's see here. 20 divided by 2 makes it 10. Well, look at this. Divided by 5 and divided by 2. Those aren't the same. So therefore, 10/20ths is not equal to 2/10, because my numerator divided by a different number than my denominator. Let's try this next one. 64 70-seconds equals 8/9. Well, let's think. 64 divided by what number gives me 8? 64 divided by 8 gives me 8. Let's try 72. 72 divided by what number gives me 9? Oh, I know. That's 8. Well, look right here. My divisors for both of these numerators and denominators were the same. Therefore, yes, this is an equivalent fraction. One more to go. We have 88/99 is equal to 11/9. So, 88 divided by what number will give me 11? 88 divided by 8 will give me 11. Let's move down here. 99 divided by what number gives me 9? Let me think about it. Oh, that's 11. I'm going to circle my divisors. Oh, and you know what? I noticed that 8 and 9, they're not the same number. I'm not dividing my numerator by the same number as my denominator. Therefore, these are not equivalent fractions. Remember, you can use multiplication or division to check to see if you have equivalent fractions. Do you always have to go from right to left? Well, no. Sometimes you can actually go the other way from left to right. But be sure you're using the right operation when you're checking for equivalent fractions. If you're going to multiply the numerator, you also need to multiply the denominator. You have to have the same operation and the same number for both the numerator and the denominator. Hope this has been helpful. Have a great day. Item number 4, specials. This is one of those things that we're still figuring out and kind of waiting on. So, for now, just stay cool.
Item number 5, forecast. Today's forecast has a high of 31 degrees Celsius, a low of 11 degrees Celsius, and looks like more sunny skies.
Item number 6, the laugh of the day. Mr. Chris, what's a pirate's favorite month?
I don't know.
March!
Nice. Item number 7, energy fact of the day. Did you know just 1/3 of the energy in burning coal reaches the consumer as electricity?
Bummer. Only 1/3.
It's not quite a renewable energy resource.
Item number 8, inspiration of the day. Don't let what you can't do stop you from doing what you can do. Also remember, item number 9 will be posted later on our Google Classrooms. I'm Mr. Jake.
And I'm Mr. Chris.
Thanks for watching. We're co-teaching.
And you're co-learning.
Have a great day.